So this video is for my southern trans girls. If you're anything like me, you have probably said a lot of times like, yes, I would like to have more access to surgery and to care and be surrounded by more trans people, but really how much easier could it get? You know, like for me, my trans family, I have trans family here. I have friends here. I have clubs I go to. I have restaurants I go to. Like I have built a network of places where I feel safe. So how much better could it really get? Girl, the week that I spent out of the South, just last week in Chicago, truly I was like constantly reeling from the culture shock of how different I was treated and how, when I realized how different people looked at me up there. And you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Like, I do have a platform. A lot of people didn't know who I was. I was also there with a group of really cool trans girls who are plugged into the nightlife scene. Like, I was in very trans-friendly spaces. But even then, those girls were gagged by some of the shit I was telling them about Texas. At one point, I said, yeah, only 2 of my friends have any surgery done, and they both only have 1 surgery each. And the girls were like, we totally forgot about that. And beyond that, like, I'm in all of these rooms with all of these beautiful trans women in Chicago. Face done, titties done, body right. You know, she's cool, she's hot, she's dancing. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, you know, I'm the brick in the room. So thank God that I'm a little bit famous or whatever. Because I don't know if they'd like me if I wasn't. And I mind you, I'm like keeping it quiet. I'm listening. I'm having a good time. No one's making me feel uncomfortable. This is just my mind, my experience talking for me. And then later in the week, I'm sitting privately with this girl that I've been hanging out with all week. And she goes, you know, I have a question for you based off of something that you said. Are you not like considered a pretty trans girl? Like, do you not think of yourself as like a pretty trans girl in Texas? And that kind of, bitch, that gagged me. That put me on my back foot. Because in my mind, coming up here, transitioning here, the standard for me is stealth. And I'm proud to be trans. I'm proud to be a trans woman. But the standard of being pretty is, bitch, you gag the cis bitches at Walmart. And I really, at that moment, I was finding it hard to speak. Because I'm looking back through the whole week and realizing, like, I had been so self-conscious and people were being so kind to me. Men are like complimenting me on the street. And I just was not used to that shit. And it wasn't even like I'm getting catcalled. Like, I'm sitting at a bar and a man comes up and is very, very sweet to me and is flirting with me. And bitch, I'm standoffish. I'm from Texas. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want, chaser? And then I'm sitting there processing all at once. Like, every room we walk into, it feels like if you're not a doll, like, who are you? Like, these are the princesses. These are the head bitches. And mind you, the Chicago girls are telling me, oh, we get dogged compared to what the girls in New York get. And it was like shocking. And it was hard to process. That whole week was the quietest I've ever been, to be honest. Because I was literally having to process like, oh shit, it is exponentially better. It can get exponentially better. Like, you would not believe how much better it can get than what it's like down here. So I'm gonna end this video here. Sorry it's a long video. I know that it's hard to plan to get out. I don't want y'all to think that I'm like rich and I have the money to pick up and leave right now. I have no idea how the fuck I'm getting out of here, but I am getting out in December. And my new goal is to get my feet under me and get enough money together to get all my other girls up north too with me, like to move my whole chosen family up north with me. But I just wanted to pass that along to y'all because I know a lot of y'all have never had the privilege to leave whatever state you're from. You're from Florida, you're from Texas, you're from wherever. Bitch, I promise you it is worth it and it's time to hustle. For real.